Hi, I'm Kevin, a speech-language pathologist here at Super Duper Publications, and this is Weber Storytime Communication Boards. It's designed for children grades pre-K and up. And with this product, we're going to teach students with limited verbal skills to recognize and use the most important vocabulary words with 20 popular storybooks. And this also allows students with language delays, autism, or other communication disorders to participate in reading activities using the Mayer-Johnson picture communication symbols. Now, the complete set will include 4 identical communication boards for each storybook. Plus, we have 12 matching picture cards that we'll use to teach expressive and receptive communication. Now, these are all neatly organized within the box. So once we find our story, which will be Matthew's truck, we simply take those cards out, and now we're ready to use these cards with our storybook. For instance, today we're reading Matthew's truck. Now, these books are not included with the product, however, they're very popular and easy to find. And we also have our workbook. So if we take a look inside of our workbook, you'll notice we have the table of contents, which is going to show all of our 20 storybooks and the appropriate pages for those storybooks. We're also going to have a brief intro and then measurable goals and objectives so that we can measure the progress of our students as they're doing these activities. We also include the materials list and a how-to-use guide. And this is going to let us choose the variation of the game that we want to play depending on the student's ability levels. So with our book being Matthew's Truck, we'll go to those pages, and here you'll find the vocabulary pictures for Matthew's truck. And these pictures will also be the same pictures you'll find on our picture cards as well as on all 4 of the individual game boards. After we've reviewed the vocabulary with the students, we'll notice we have the vocabulary words listed once again, and now we have our sentence completion activities and our question and answer activities that are here on the first page. An example of sentence completion would be, blank has a truck. So the student will look at their pictures, they'll remember who has the truck from the story, and of course they'll respond Matthew. They'll either do this verbally, or if they're nonverbal, they can just simply point to the picture of Matthew, or they can select the Matthew picture card and hand that to you. For question and answer, we have who has a truck? And once again, they can respond in similar fashion. Once they've progressed through those 2 activities, we have an activity called I Spy. And in I Spy, the first question says, I spy something that you sit on. Of course, here they'll take a look at their picture boards. They'll also take a look at the picture cards that you gave them, remembering the thing that you sit on from the story, and then they'll appropriately respond with chair. And then, of course, at the bottom, we're going to have extension activities, and these can be used for carryover and homework practice. And remember, they're all printable from the CD-ROM, and you can print those in color or black and white. Now, this is a little different than the functional communication game that we have. If you remember with the Weber functional communication game, we have different ways to play the game, but basically you're having a one-on-one or a small group activity where we're asking questions and we're having the student respond to those specific questions. With this game, what we're doing is we're using story time. We're actually reading the story to the student. They're using the book for not only the vocabulary, but also for visual cues as they're responding with appropriate answers. And this is going to be a nice transition from that one-on-one or that small group table activity to more or less a transition into a small group circle time or reading group activity. Weber Storytime Communication Boards includes 40 double-sided communication boards for the 20 stories, activity workbook, 240 picture cards, 12 per story, electronic spinner, 60 foam tokens, and a CD-ROM with printable activity pages in black and white and color. So if you'd like to learn more about the Weber Storytime Communication Boards, please visit our website, superduperinc.com, and even check out our Facebook page, where we would love for you to share your thoughts and ideas on how you can use this product with your students.